Good morning, everybody. Cheers. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. I was making a coffee and my coffee frother takes forever now. Or it feels like forever anyway. Nice and hot. To compensate for a shockingly cold morning this morning. Shockingly cold. Just to show you, going to my phone. 2 degrees. Like, seriously, what is going on? Melbourne, that is very, very not people friendly. So, 34 there, too hot. Yeah. Oh my. When I found out it was going to be so cold this morning, I almost wasn't going to stream. I didn't want to get up in the cold. I've been getting up, it's been like between 3 and 4 degrees every day this week so far, and on the weekend, and I've been getting in here early and I've been trying to get some manufacturing up in the morning, and it's just been shocking at that temperature. You can't manufacture at that temperature. Anyway, but today it's outdone itself. It's the lowest it's been. I don't know, it's got to be a record here for whatever. Okay, I'm rambling now. I need more coffee. So I couldn't decide what I was going to work on today. I got PCBs coming. They were supposed to be here yesterday. They're now coming today. So not in time for the stream. That includes my tiny watch, first revision. I could have built one today. Had DHL delivered on time. There's also another new board in there, something I haven't shown. My patrons have seen it, but I haven't shown it publicly yet. Could be kind of cool, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, and some other parts that were coming from LCSC that were supposed to be here yesterday that are now coming today as well. Stuff that I was going to potentially look at and show you, but no. So it threw a spanner in the works, and then I mentioned last week that I was going to possibly work on my new version of my multi-board test jig using a CM4. Well, it only took me like 5 hours yesterday, not 5 hours straight, but on and off while I was doing other things, to actually find my CM4 stuff. I bought a CM4 ages ago, like 2 years ago? I'm pretty sure it was 2 years ago, and one of the I/O boards with the sole purpose of making a new design test jig, and well, I never got around to it, and so I didn't think I was going to find it, and so I'm not prepared to even look at this today. And yeah, not even sure I really feel like doing more PCB design right now until I get these other boards tested and validated. But anyway, I finally found it, which is cool. So I'm going to this time put it somewhere. It was in a box, under a box, under a box. You know what happens when you move. I could never imagine having winter in August and celebrating Christmas in the summer. Yeah, well, you know, it's Australia. Okay, let me say hi to folks in the chat, and then I have made myself a list of things to talk about today, because things I've either forgotten to mention or just things, I actually wrote a list. Like, how crazy is that? Anyway, Christian, good morning. Kevin, hello. Rat Madness, over 600 tiny picos in the first week. No, it was That was like in the first couple of days. I don't remember actually. It's all a long time ago. Jeremy, hello. Andy Callaway, hello Andy. Johnny is here. Hello Braden. Wonder if Keen will pop up in the chat. He did last week, but he generally doesn't. So you guys can talk Neodern S1 or Tronstol S1s. David Esser, hello. Beata, hello. John Meeking, hey John. Good. Time of day, $ time of day. Okay, yep, got it. Dave Harris, hello. Good evening, fellow humans. Strange week. I've been repairing a 1979 8-bit micro technology, an Acorn Atom. Ooh, cool. So relying on the next hour or so to bring me back to the future. Never got to play with any of the Acorn specific machines. We had micro Bs here at school, Model Bs, but yeah, very cool. Antonio, hello. So now Johnny B's, we've got Johnny and Johnny B, or you keep jumping back and forwards. What are you doing? Dutch Taurus, hi. Better Hobbyist, hello. Graham, good morning. Imla, hello. Quindor, hello. Whoop whoop. Digicool Things, hello. Okay, I've jumped all over the place. I'm going backwards. I need new glasses. X Micron, hi. Andy Mouse, squeak. Did I say hi to Andy Mouse yet? Sid, hello, good morning. Okay, I don't know if I've got everyone or not. Might have everyone, might not. So, everything's back to the front in Oz, the winter. There is when summer, yeah, well, you know, even our water goes down the toilet backwards. What? Who confused who? Oh, Johnny's just trying to confuse everyone. But can you be logged in as the same, and both at the same time? Will YouTube let you do that? That's the question. Then you can have a conversation with yourself, back and forwards. Okay, so, in what order will I do things? Also want to try to see if I can get my phone working on here again, so I can do remote video, because remember a while back that wasn't working. I actually got myself a new AP, a new Unify AP up there on the roof, which you can't see. Same place I had my old one, but the old one was like one of the Wi-Fi 6 Lite versions, and I got myself a proper Wi-Fi 6, like a full speed, whatever one up there, and since then all my Wi-Fi issues seem to have gone away. Touch wood. Ian, good morning. Loki, hello. So I'm maybe, hey DIY, maybe I'll be able to use my phone and go downstairs and show you something I've been working on. Maybe not, we'll see. I can try it. I believe they also mount their clothes dryers on the wall, often upside down. On the wall sometimes, upside down? Why upside down? Who does upside down? Hey Dale, how you doing? Johnny's always confusing. He is. Definitely he is, yes. So we'll try that phone thing in a minute, and also I got something, I'm going to do an unboxing of something that I got from Ikea. Could have been a waste of time and money, maybe not. Might be something interesting for me to put on my desk for streams, for video. We'll see. We'll get to that in a moment. My new cable modem router Wi-Fi from the cable supply is faster than my Unify 6 Lite. Yeah, the Unify 6 Lite, I gotta say, underwhelmed me. But since I moved to the new one, all my Wi-Fi issues have gone away. All the disconnections, all of the everything else, and my Wi-Fi seems to be like twice as fast as it used to be. So I don't know what they did in the Lite version that hampered things, but it's working great now. Okay, so looking at my list. So yesterday the Suba guys were here. For those that aren't aware, Suba Engineering, the people I bought the Juki from. So a while ago I ordered I didn't know it was available when I bought the machine. I didn't think I'd need it, and I didn't think to ask. But I bought an add-on for the machine, which is like it's just a vacuum pumped. It almost looks like a really fancy high-tech little pump that you'd get for, you know, a little air compressor for doing airbrushing or whatever. I mean, looks much fancier than that. Anyway, that goes in the machine, and that handles all of the vacuum side of the machine. So I've had an issue with the machine since I got it, where it was just chewing through so much air through my compressor. And although my compressor can run at 100% duty cycle, like it's designed to be constantly running if you need it. It's a three-phase compressor, so when it's constantly running, the power bill is just huge. Like, it's really expensive. And even when the Juki sits idle, it just chews through a lot of air unnecessarily. So, I questioned it a few times. I was told that's the way it is, that's the way it's supposed to be. I'm still not convinced, but anyway, I bought this add-on, and it came finally yesterday. I gotta say one thing for Juki in Japan: they make awesome stuff, but they're not quick. So when I ordered it, I was told 3 to 5 weeks, and it was week number 10 yesterday when it got delivered and installed. Anyway, they were here yesterday. They had to pull half my machine apart to get this thing in, and since it's been in, like, I can turn my machine on and it's just super quiet and it doesn't suck any air anymore, and it's just awesome. Have you totally abandoned Otis? I have not totally abandoned Otis, and I've actually played a little bit off stream with using different steppers. Just walked away. I actually got some new steppers, some 2209 dynamic steppers, which are different to the ones I was using before. And I've been trying to get those working as well. And it seems that, for whatever reason, it could just be the Big Creek, whatever they call it, that company that I'm buying the steppers from, something to do with those particular steppers, or ESP32 base. I don't know what it is, but I can't get any stepper driver that I've tried in any combination to do any stall guard. And I'm not the only one. There are other people using similar branded steppers that are having the same problem. And kind of that's where I got stalled. Like, you can see here, I've been playing with just a little stepper here, and I've been trying different combos. The problem with these all require a board respin. I can actually get the board designed to use both styles of steppers. This uses a UART, where it uses TX and RX together on the same pin. Unfortunately, the pin that it does that with is not I've got individual pins on each one, where it's supposed to be the same bus. I didn't design this board I designed it to run off SPI, not both. So I can actually get it to work with both, and I might do that. I also realized in this design that the fourth stepper I put on actually is missing one. I didn't route one pin, which is a pain. Anyway, I've still been trying to get stall guard working, and I've just not been able to. So part of me was thinking I might take the ESP32 off and put something else on, which I know works, that I can get working. It's really frustrating. What firmware version are you using on the Unify AP? Whatever the latest is now. I'm using the same firmware that I was using before, and the light AP just kept disengaging and dropping clients all the time. It was just really frustrating. Even my Mac, it was just like I'd be sitting there and all of a sudden Wi-Fi would disappear and it'd be spinning and it wouldn't connect. Sometimes it would, sometimes it wouldn't. It happened after I upgraded a firmware version. Actually updated a couple of firmware versions on it, and still the problem persisted. Even did a full factory reset on it and started from scratch. The problem persisted, but as soon as I put this new one on, which is running the same firmware, worked perfectly. So I haven't abandoned Otis. I can't solve the stepper stuff, and it's frustrating. Yeah, and I haven't had time to just sit and dedicate days to just troubleshoot it. So yeah, it's frustrating. Okay, so anyway, the pump's in on my pick and place, which is great. It took all day, unfortunately, but I used that time to start building something that I've been collecting parts for ages, which is my new sanding workstation where I clean the edges of my boards. So I'm still at the moment using my old, very first thing I ever built for my channel, first project I built for my channel, like woodworking project, which was my workbench for my garage that was on wheels. It's it's probably video number 2 or 3 on my channel. I'm still using that, which is an awesome bench, for my sanding with a box around it, and it's just messy and it's whatever. FR4, it's terrible. It looks terrible. I bought a whole heap of 60-20 and 40-40 extrusion ages ago, and I finally got around to assembling it yesterday because I couldn't do anything else while the super guys were here. And of course, I ran out of screws because the company I bought screws from, I ordered 12 10-packs of one type and 50 10-packs of another type. So 170 screws in total. And they sent me 12 of one type, 12 singles, and 5 singles of another. Not enough screws, so I've been going around. I pretty much decimated all of my screw supply, M5 screw supply or bolts, whatever. Getting as far as I've got so far, and then the rest of the screws, they're coming today. So that was annoying, but I want to see if I can actually get this working. So it's still 2 degrees. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So let's see if I can actually get it to connect to my phone. Doesn't look like it. Maybe I need to turn it back on again. It asked me before, and then it's now not. I think that was me telling it to no, don't do it. Maybe I can do it if I plug it in. I want to see if I can walk downstairs with my phone. Or maybe if I go into the... Okay, hang on. Maybe if I do that. It's coming up in the list. But it's not... no, then it goes away. Okay, well, that's a shame. Maybe I'll turn it off and back on again. Okay, we'll try it again. Why not install some? Because I don't have any cameras downstairs. I'd have to install something that... Well, I've got my Unify one downstairs, but I want something I can do audio that I can walk around with. Anyway, because it costs money, Bruce, and I'm trying not to spend money on frivolous things. Trying. Okay, we'll get back to that one. So I mentioned last week that look at that, I even took a, where is it? I took a screenshot just in case the weather changed. So I mentioned last week that I was working on something, and I released it last week. We're good at spending your money. Yeah, I'm really good at spending my money as well. So I launched a new help.unexpectedmaker.com. It's such a hard URL. I'll post it in here. And I've started collecting like it's not a learn guide. This is not a learning how to do projects. I tried that. I tried with my Raspberry Pi Zero and my Zero 2, and what would happen is after an hour or 2 hours, the camera would stop working, and then there would just be no feed, and I had to like recycle the power on the device. It was just painful. Couldn't connect to it, whatever. It wasn't very reliable. This was a while ago. That was still before I moved in here. So I could try again, maybe. So it's a website, help website, where you can search for stuff. It's got different topics. So info on boards, on platforms, a couple of coding things, stuff to do with power. So like you click on power. I mean, you can just type in search things. Can I connect my battery to the 3.3 volt pin? Absolutely not. So anyway, there's a whole bunch of things that I've been putting together to hopefully ease the it's not a burden. I was going to say the support burden, but it's not a burden. But you know, there's a lot of questions that get asked a lot, and it's hard to find the answers in Discord, searching in Discord, and so I've been collecting stuff. So if there's anything that, if anyone has a look at it, that thinks it's missing, and this is not things like how do I connect to Wi-Fi, right? That's a learn guide thing, but it's like, you know, support questions. Anyone can find anything they think is missing, let me know, and I can add it in. So that's pretty cool. Now, leaky drivers or something, been using them for other tasks. Yeah, this is a while ago. I have to say, like, I even built a case for it and everything. It just kept disconnecting. It was using one of the high quality cameras. I don't know. I'm happy to try it again. It's not like I don't have enough Raspberry Pis lying around. So I finally finished version 1.1 of the Reflow Master firmware. It's new firmware that has I've been working on for ages. Interestingly, a lot of the things that came in it, I ended up rolling back into previous versions because it was taking so long. But the new 1.1 version has got thermal cutoff support for each thermocouple that you can set separately. I've got MQTT publishing, where you can actually set up MQTT on a device and you can get it to publish the start, all the different stages of the reflow, including you can set an interval where it'll actually publish the time and the current temperature and stuff if you want to graph it. It's only publishing, it's not receiving, right? There's a bunch of other things in there, ability to use the fan in bake mode during baking so you can circulate air. Anyway, this is currently in beta, and I asked on the channel, on the Reflow Master Pro channel on Discord, if anyone wanted to test it, and no one's come back saying they want to. If you got a Reflow Master Pro and you want to test it, that's the URL for updating it. So yeah, give it a whirl. I haven't released it as the official version yet. I want more people testing it. So that's the URL for that. Tick. Now, something else I'm working on, which is pretty big, and I have no ETA yet. And there's a lot of reasons I'm doing it. I'm not going through the full thing right now, but is that I'm currently redoing my my website and my store. So currently this is my website, and it's got my shop on it. It's running off Squarespace. It served me fine, but there's a whole bunch of stuff shop-wise that I can't do with Squarespace, and a couple of things that are just really frustrating with it. And so I've been slowly rebuilding it all, and can show you what it is. You can't get to the web address. It'll block you out, probably. Don't know, maybe it will, maybe it won't. Or it'll let you get to the website, it just won't let you get to the shop. And it's still got a lot of stuff to go in there. I'm missing stuff and formatting stuff, and anyway, but I'm rebuilding the whole shop using a completely different platform, and I'm getting all my products in, and anyway, it's pretty cool. It's taking a while. My plan is that once it's all kind of ready to go, I'm going to see if I can transfer everyone's data over from Squarespace into here. It's a pretty big project. Yeah. So that's coming. It'll give me the ability to do some really cool features, hopefully. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Okay. Had a Pi running for years, monitoring ADAC. Yeah, no, the Pi was running, but the camera would stop working, and I couldn't, and the camera wouldn't work again until I rebooted the Pi. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll look into it. Maybe try again. but I want something mobile if I can. Okay, so that one, I went through that one. Can't show you the standing desk, the sanding desk yet. Okay, let's open something up from Ikea. So I got myself a Landspiller, whatever. I don't even know how to pronounce that. What platform I'm using? So it's all, so the website is all hand built, but the shop itself is using a platform called Ecwind, ECWIND, and it's very cool, and it's like a true Shopify competitor, and yeah, so I'm chipping away at it a bit at a time. Okay, open. So this is, oh, look at that, Ikea packaging. This is really heavy, by the way. So this is, it looks really and I'm not sure how good it's going to be. It's really corny. So it is a stand for your phone, and also a lamp, like a, you know, how does 02W compare to in terms of performance? 02, wait, how pi? 02W. I mean, an original Raspberry Pi 2. Olan is lone. I have no idea. Hey, Michael. I have no idea how to pronounce this stuff. This is much heavier than I thought it would be, which is, I guess it's good. So I had this idea. Oh wow, this base is full on heavy. Oh, okay, the base is really, okay, excellent. I had this thing all, like with my DSLR on my desk, and being able to position it, and switching lenses, and not being able to get in close to see things, and having to pull it all apart and move it to be able to get it over to the other side, whatever. I thought I need a better way of being able to just show video on a stream or whatever. And my camera in my phone is great, except it's really hard to hold the camera still. Well, that lamp is, okay, this is much bigger than I thought it was going to be. That's the outer ring base. That's the size of the ring. Okay, I thought it was going to be small. And this stand is, wow, okay. Let me take it all out of the box. Move the box. What is, no, don't need that. Okay. So I thought that ring is, yeah, it's massive. So I thought if I had something on my desk that had some light, that I could position the light and I could position my phone, and it would be much easier for, you know, for recording video and for showing stuff. Okay, this is the phone one. This one flexes. Well, actually, they both might flex. I think they both flex. I don't know how to pronounce anything. That's actually really nicely made, and it's flexible, but it's got it's got rubber around the outside, so you can't see where the flex is or get it caught. Ooh, screws at the top and bottom. And it just runs off USB for power, and obviously for your phone you've got to provide your own power, and I don't think there's a USB hub, no. So going to be at the mercy of, so this one is for the light. Okay, going to put it together. What? Strangkuren means splashing rain. Listen to me butchering someone else's language. I hope there's different light settings on this, just not, oh, there is, good. Up, down, rotate. What? Why is there a rotate? Okay. Well, this is big. This is much bigger than I thought it was going to be. I got to screw it together. God, and like this is really heavy, which is great. I'm surprised it didn't come with an Allen key. Okay, so that was stupid. I should have put the stand on first at the bottom. See, I don't even have a way of videoing and showing you what I'm doing right now. But with this in the future, I would have a way of showing you. Because I'd have a camera on my desk with a light that I could direct and point. Looks like a weapon. Ikea takes some random words, concat them, and voila, a new product. Yeah, could be. Okay, that's pretty full on. Okay, this is still going to have the whole twisty of the cable thing. Not sure how they, whoops, expect you to do this. Why is my chat scrolling up? I keep knocking my thing. Okay. Is everyone ready to get blinded? Okay. Should I plug this in? I'll plug this in, and we'll see just how. I hope it doesn't turn on automatically. That'd be really bad. I hope 1 watt is enough. Okay, so ready? Light switch is facing away from the camera. That's actually just reflection, right? On. Ooh, okay. So that's not bad. That's actually not bad. And it's a nice soft light. Ooh, okay, nice shadows. So what can we do? What's rotate? Oh, rotate is to change the color temperature. Okay, nice. So we've got the 3 different color temperatures. How many watts? I'll have a look in a moment. I don't know. Okay, so that, oh, what did I push? Wrong button. Okay, that's the max brightness, and then, so it's got 5 settings, 5 light settings. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yes, for when I'm doing my makeup, you see? Oh, look at that. Look at, hi. Okay. What you up? Hi, so what you, hey, Dave Paul Jones, what am I up to? I don't know. How many watts is it? Let's find out. Let's, oh God, that's bright. Gotta find English. I don't know where it's going to say. Maybe on the box. What's it say on the box? No. Someone's going to have to look it up. It doesn't say on the box. Excluding power adapter. Wow, didn't know that. Doesn't matter. I wasn't going to use that. So now the other thing is, so the other base, which is also heavy, like this is a weapon. That's a weapon. Anyway, so I've got this other one, and that doesn't unscrew. I need a screwdriver. Back in a second, need a screwdriver. Okay. Unexpected TikTok. Okay, this screw and thread is not great. So I'm just screwing this together, hopefully. Now, I don't know if this, oh, it can be, okay, cool. Maybe, I don't know if my phone's going to fit on it very well. So we've got that, and it goes on here. Okay. Oh, it's got a mounting screw thing on here, so I can mount it either direction. That's maybe better. I don't know. It's my phone. Now, the thing is, you've got, hang on, if I, So the base has got, it's hollow. The idea is that you can put this inside like this, right? If you want to, or you can take it out and position your phone wherever you want. So I thought that was pretty cool. And you can obviously rotate around. I thought the camera might mount in the middle of the light donut. No, it doesn't seem to. Now, so what I've got, I'm going to plug my phone in. Ooh, Australia Post text message. I've got something coming today. Your parcel is coming today. Yay, that's my missing screws. So I should be able to, let me see if I can, now I should be able to connect my phone. I've got it plugged in. No? Why is it not picking up my phone? It was before. Maybe I need to turn it off. Turn it back on. Maybe it needs to be... Is it plugged in? Oh God, it wasn't plugged in on the Mac. Maybe. Here we go. Okay, now it's found my phone. But not remotely. Here we go, look at that. Trust. So you can still hear me, I hope. That's coming from the Mac speaker. That's my desk, look at my messy desk. So I should be able to, maybe... How do I switch my camera though? I can't, okay. Can I get that in? There we go. So now I've got... So you can hear two mics. Okay, how's that? Is that better? I don't know which one's which. I think that could be the phone. I hope that's the phone. I don't know. 5x5, better. Echo is gone. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know if that's the phone or my Mac. I think that could be the phone. So anyway, look, so we've got camera and we've got light, right? Which, look how dusty that is. That's my Tony Pico Nano. That's really old test jig, which I've never updated. So if I turn the light off, see, look how good the iPhone camera is. Doesn't even need the light. Change the color. Does an auto white balance. So the point is, I wanted something that I could, for instance, if I move this over here, I don't know if I can get this exactly horizontal and the camera's in the way. Maybe if I took it out. I wanted a rig where I could actually, you know, be able to look at things and show things like that, which I just can't do easily with my other camera. Right? If I'm soldering and doing things and I want to get up close. So I think that's pretty cool. Can I rotate it around? Sorry about the fast movement. I want to see if I can get it horizontal, or if the thing's going to get in the way. So see now the light's maybe in the way. Not the light, the it's casting shadow. Can't focus. Yeah, it's kind of weird because the camera's not changing orientation. Either way, anyway. So I thought this might be a cool thing to get and try, and so far pretty cool. I think I'm due for some new cutting mats, some clean ones. That'd be great. So what do you reckon? Is that a success? I think that might be a success. It's heavier than I thought it would be. Much heavier. But that's a win. I think that's a win, except for this big cable in the way. I have to get myself a different adapter. But I'm still not sure. I'm muted. Okay, is that better? Sorry. Right, I'm gonna have to work out the microphones now. Sorry about that. I'm gonna have a play with it. Sorry. So that's pretty cool. I need to just get this cable that's running across in front of me out the way. Just unplug it for now. But I think this has potential. I just got to work out how I can get the phone to appear via Wi-Fi. Oh, it is. Okay. This is now running on Wi-Fi. So oh, look at my messy floor. Look at that. I wonder if I can go downstairs and show you the thing. And I wonder if the mic is going to continue to pick up my sound. I'm going to try. So I'm going to take this and see what happens. Okay? Hopefully you can still hear me. Hang on. I'm going to go down to the bottom of the stairs. Okay. Can you guys still hear me? Because I'm going to come back up and just check. Oh, I missed that. What was that? I was talking. Could you still hear me?
Intermit Tech says yes.
Yay! Okay, this is such a mess in here. Let's go downstairs. How exciting. So this is what I couldn't do before with the other Wi-Fi AP. It was terrible. So this is what I've been building. I can't see through the camera. I don't know what you can see and what you can't see. So this is a new station. Yeah, I don't know what's in camera, what's not in camera. So I need to put a bench. Oh. Yeah, okay, awesome. Sorry, I can't hear that. I need to, sorry. And so the idea is that this lifts up and there's another piece that comes down here, so it can be fully enclosed. And then there's a two-stage hinge. Guys, I can't hear you. So, sorry, I won't get those messages till I get back upstairs. I can't hear, I'm underneath the mezzanine. It's all muffled. So this will go up and then the other piece here will also fold under. So it can be fully enclosed or I can lift it up when I'm working in here. And it'll be fully enclosed with, you know, acrylic or something, I don't know, maybe tinted black acrylic so it looks really cool. And the idea is to be able to have, when it's closed, for it to be fairly sealed so I can use vacuum to pull out all the shit from it. And so that's going to go in that corner over there. The laser's going to be moved over a bit. Again, can't hear you guys. There's no point typing, saying stuff. I can't hear you. So that's all got to go and be redone. And get a new vacuum cleaner or like a new shop vac, and the shop vac and the compressor will go underneath, under there. Hopefully it'll all fit. Anyway, I've also been making these things for my rack. So you can see here, they're modular, so they hold the reels on my feeders for storage. Okay, we'll go back upstairs. Mate, hopefully you weren't telling me that it stopped working, because that'd be a real shame. Okay, we're back.
Sotibotfist says hi.
We're back. Okay. How did that go?
Speaker Tone Emil says welcome back.
Thank you. So, did you see everything? Did you hear everything when I was down there? Because I can't, when I'm in that mode on my phone, the screen is black. I can't see what I'm videoing, so it worked perfectly. Awesome. We bathed. Sorry. Too jerky as I'm walking and spinning around too quickly. Sorry. Wasn't expecting it to work. Cool. So I just have to work out why sometimes my Mac will connect to my phone and sometimes it won't. Yeah. Or maybe what I can do is get an old iPhone now, a couple of old iPhones, and yeah, okay. Yes, I know I was walking around making everyone seasick. Get a couple of old iPhones and put them downstairs on just a couple of... Anyway, might be a way I can do things. Having some type of gimbal would be good, yes. Hello Mike, hello Illuminator, hello Jerker. Who else has popped in? Yeah, sorry about the seasickness, everyone. I really am. Yeah, no image stabilization on the camera. No, sorry. Feel seasick. Sorry. Oh, I'm just reading back. There's the couch. The couch is still here. Still being used to dump stuff on. Okay, so that's cool. That bench, hopefully that bench will improve the cleanliness when I'm cleaning, and it's just gonna look nicer, whatever. But I need to go get a whole bunch of timber and stuff. Ryan D, hello. Have you not tried using NDI? I know what NDI is, and it's not the cost of the $30. It's the running it off my phone. It's still got all the same problems as doing what I just did then. What I'd like to do is, what I originally wanted to do was actually get like a proper NDI, either an NDI camera or get a proper Ethernet NDI interface that I can get another DSLR downstairs and do that. It's just a lot of money. So yes, for a plugin for OBS for your phone, it's cheap, but I didn't want to use my phone. I wanted to use a proper, better camera, something that, yeah. Anyway, the thing is, it's all money, and I've spent a lot of money recently on a new Juki and stuff, and I'm trying to keep my spending to a minimum, he says, after he buys one of these things. But this actually wasn't expensive. It was like $40 or $50, whatever. I'm gonna get a lot more bang out of buck from this. A camera with PTZ. I have no idea what PTZ is. HDMI camera card and then fiber optic HDMI cable. That's what I use. Right, so I'm running a Mac, so there's no HDMI capture card unless I use an external one. Then I need a cable that goes all the way downstairs. Right, I'd rather get, again, an NDI setup over Ethernet, which means I can just use my normal networking, and I can put the, right, okay. And I can put the camera anywhere downstairs into any of the Ethernet ports or whatever. Right, but the cable still has to go through somewhere. It's got to be either hanging over the edge or it's got to be routed somewhere. And I just, yeah. There are a lot of options. I just, it's not like I'm making stacks of videos these days, and 90% of the time I don't need to be downstairs when I'm streaming. So having a solution for my desk and bench space is much more important, and it's going to give me a lot more flexibility than something that's remote that I can walk around. But yeah, I could look, now that iPhone stuff's working, I can buy myself one of those stupid selfie gimbal-y things that you can get for your phone that does a little bit less make everyone sick. Obviously going up and down the stairs, not a lot I can do about the bouncing on that. I'll have a look on Amazon later, and I'll look for some type of handheld gimbal thing. But anyway, so what else? I have I'm out of Reflow Master Pros, so I built a whole bunch. These these are ready to go. I just need to solder all the screw terminals on, and then these still have to be tested. Just a few. I mean, they've been tested and flashed, but they've all just been cleaned, and so I retest everything after cleaning, just in case any of the buzzers have died, because they do occasionally in the cleaner. But I'm out of panels now of my Reflow Master Pros, so this is the last batch I'm going to build for the moment until I order more panels. And of course, ordering more panels, I always have the opportunity to tweak the design again a bit, maybe not. Why tweak a proven design that's working great? Why not? Because, it's me. Can't let anything alone, always got to tweak. DJI make nice gimbals. Oh, I'm sure they do, and I'm sure they're also very expensive. I got to pick and choose my battles of where I spend my money these days. That's all. I just have to be kind of careful after the extravagant Juki purchase, which is definitely the best thing I did. Like, the machine is just awesome. It's so hard to resist tweaking a design between batches. Absolutely. And the only thing that generally stops me is the need to get another stencil, right? And the stencils are not expensive, but they double the shipping cost, right? But JLC notoriously wreck my stencils. So anything I order from JLC, I check I confirm the production files before I let them manufacture. Whether it's the PCBs or whether it's the stencil, I check everything. And 9 times out of 10, they change the design on my stencil, even though I explicitly tell them not to, right? But I catch it. But occasionally, I'll get stencils delivered that have got issues on them. The most common one I get now, and it happens unfortunately 50% of the time, and JLC, they just don't care, is when they put a half etch on the bottom of the stencil, so I can do my alignment on my stencil printer. It's supposed to be a circle, but they do a really bad job of however they center it, whatever, and it's a fuzzy circle. And because it's a fuzzy circle, or it just doesn't recognize properly a lot of the time. And sometimes it needs to be cleaned by me, like aggressively, like with a steel, not steel, like a brush, not a steel brush, but whatever, like a copper threaded brush. Sometimes I need to actually go and repaint in the circle. So I hate it whenever I need to order stencils. I never know what I'm going to get, and if the stencil is going to be usable straight away inside the stencil printer or not. And so that often, when I've got a really good stencil that's working properly, it often is the deciding factor on whether I'm going to tweak the design or not, to whether I want to get another stencil or not. The new camera is really good win for showing the desktop, which is what you're mostly seeing for your streams. 100%. Hey, Clef, 100%. Happy with that, and happy with this little setup, I think. I'd feel a right twerk. What? I've never tried tweaking in front of the camera. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Tweaking or twerking. Yeah. I'm happy to tweak. I'm definitely not going to twerk. Definitely not. Yeah. What else? I don't know. I've been building a lot of client boards, which is, you know, nothing overly exciting. I did get myself, I got myself some more stuff from Ikea. I got myself a really long over-sedan, whatever. Another light to go underneath my bench here. So that's a click like, yay! And I got, for the first time, and I might regret it. I might regret it. Because, you know, once you start, is that what I mean? Topside, a roof rack that goes over the sedan. Maybe. I got myself one of their Wi-Fi, or I don't even know if it's not Wi-Fi. One of their points and one of their buttons, their on-off magnetic light switchy things, which is like a touch on and off. Yeah, they're Zigbee. And so this is actually for my light. I've got some Ikea strip lights downstairs at my component bench in the far corner, and this is actually to go where my testing Wi-Fi APs are. Right now there's just a manual on-off switch when I need to use them, but I want to be able to turn them on via Wi-Fi or Zigbee, whatever, when I need to, and then shut them down. And although I've got a couple of other Wi-Fi points here, you know, the Grid Connect ones, the Australian crappy whatever with really bad software, I thought I'd give the IKEA stuff a try, because apparently it's pretty cool. Hey Alex. So and I like some of their clickers and dimmers and whatever, and so I thought I'd have a play around with this, but I'm not sure if I need some type of base for them. It's very unclear. If you go to their website, it's cheap and seems to work. Which one? What's... Hey Jishipu. Use it with what, this stuff you're talking about? With Home Assistant? Yeah. So I'm not using Home Assistant, I don't need it for that. But I'm not sure if it needs some type of hub or whether it just works direct for that. Anyway, yeah, their website is very unclear. But there seems to be some really cool stuff there. Got some really nice lights and whatever. So I've got a lot of... I've been using IKEA lights, like the strip lights downstairs, for ages. But I've got to manually lean over and turn them on and off and whatever. As far as I know, you don't need a hub. Okay, cool. So I'm assuming this needs batteries. I don't know if it comes... Probably, knowing IKEA, it doesn't come with a battery. I'm going to have to... But I know I'm going to lose it, because it's... You can walk around with it, right? It's magnetic and can stay on a wall or somewhere, but I know I'm going to pick it up, walk around with it, and then I'm not going to be able to turn it on and off anymore. Whatever. So that all arrived the other day. Yeah. I think that's all I've really got to there's nothing else really exciting happening here at the moment. Hey Mike. Hey Sian, did you receive the upgrade for your PNP so your compressor runs? Yes, I mentioned that earlier. The compressor isn't running at all almost now. It's awesome. It got installed yesterday. Finally, yeah. Took a long time for Juki to ship it, but yeah, it basically turned the machine on, and yeah, it's wicked. So
Cian, chat has disconnected.
And it's reconnected. Cool. So I still don't understand why it was using the compressor all the time, and the super guys can't, like, they don't know either. But with this new thing in there now, it's just, you know, I can turn the machine on, and you can hear when that compressor turns on, and it's virtually never, and it's just, you know, very slowly still uses compressed air for things like the cutter that goes past, and it blows air occasionally inside to the tape that comes off the feeders to clear them. So when it cuts, it blows air to make sure they push down so nothing blocks anything. And so where my compressor was turning on every 45 seconds before, now it turns on every 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So that's a big change. So I'm pretty happy with that. And technically, when the machine's running, because it's all electric, like feeder wise, the only thing that should be using now, other like that 20-minute thing should not change, 20-25 minutes, and the only thing that should happen now is that little compressor inside will turn on for the vacuum. So depending on how fast it's going and how much air it's pushing, that inside compressor might be running more often, but it's you know, a quarter of the noise as the compressor and much cheaper to run. So they fixed the leak. I still think that there was a leak, or I think it wasn't operating correctly. It doesn't make sense to me that sitting idle was pulling that much air, and but the part that could have been faulty that was doing that is now not in the machine anymore because it's been replaced with this other pump. So either way, it's now fixed. Silly question. When you were downstairs with the camera, I couldn't hear the PNP or line running. Oh, it's not running. The line's only on when I'm manufacturing. So it's all shut down at the moment. The compressor had its prostate fixed, basically. So let me go get the thing. I'll show you what it was. Okay. So I can get it out. So this is what they took out, amongst other things, so, which is at the front of the machine. So it's basically, so air comes in here, main air goes in here, and then there's a solenoid here, and air comes out there and goes to the pick and place head for the vacuum, Venturi stuff, vacuum and everything else, right? Well, this is actually, I think, this is the Venturi unit here, whatever. And this is just like an exhaust, air pressure out exhaust. And this was constantly releasing air all the time when the machine was sitting idle. And I personally think that this solenoid here wasn't working properly. It either wasn't being powered properly, it wasn't engaging and disconnecting properly, so it was constantly had air going through, and that's where it was leaking. That's what I believe. But now that it's out, we've got no way of knowing that for sure. I could try, I think it's just 24 volts. Or is it 48? It doesn't say. No. Doesn't say. So, like, you know, I could try powering it up and working out how to switch it and stuff. But anyway, that's what I think. Well, it might. I don't know if it's 240. It might be. It's a pretty chunky. It's pretty chunky. Look at it. So I'm not going to do that now. I don't know if I'll do it at all. But that's where I believe the air was constantly escaping. What's the R of the coil? I don't know. There's actually no info on here. It's a CKD made in Japan, and it's a 0.6 MPS. Other than a MPA. Yeah, it could be an MPA, I don't know. RC 1/4. Orifice 3. Is the rating RC? It's RC 1/4, whatever that means. Anyway, really heavy, chunky. That's out now. So it doesn't matter whether that was faulty or not. It's all been fixed. Yeah, I know what MPA, but I can't read it. It's tiny writing. I need my other glasses. Cold coffee. So anyway, that's out. The new thing is in, and it's now super quiet. Hardly touches my compressor, which is great. RC 1/4 is a connector, normally. Okay. Blowing all the air all the time to create the vacuum for the heads. Right, except the vacuum for the heads should have only been requiring air when they were engaged, which is what happens now. Now the compressor, you turn on, you can't hear that compressor, the little one, the vacuum pump at all. You only hear it when the pressure drops for the vacuum, like when it turns on and does its self-test, right? It's off, and then it starts going kss, 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 kss. When it starts up, and you eventually hear the compressor kick in for like 3-4 seconds, and then it's off, right? But with that thing, you turn it on, and as soon as you turn it on and it starts going, it starts pulling air from the compressor, and it continues forever to pull air from the compressor. So solenoid is not faulty. Take a look at this functional picture. Okay, what? Okay, what functional pic? Can you post it on my Discord channel, Kevin? I don't know what picture. You can't post in chat. You can't post links or anything. So it's not faulty. Okay, I don't know if it's faulty or not. All I know is it was not operating like I think it should be. No, the link won't come up. Yeah, I'll make you a mod temporarily. Okay. You should be able to post the link now. Wizard mode. Try posting the link. You got it now? Okay. Okay. So this is the link. Vacuum ejectors. Okay, is that what that is? Okay, kind of looks. It's working a Venturi principle. Right, that's what I said. So that's the Venturi. Well, that here would be the Venturi part, right? But why is it constantly going? Like that solenoid should be closing it and only opening when it needs it. A is compressed air and D is the suction line. Well, it's the other way around on mine because I know for a fact that was the compressed air here because that's what's connected to the compressed air, right? And I know that there is what was going to the pick and place head. Like I know for a fact, right? Because I just saw it connected yesterday. Either way, however it's connected, whether I got it backwards, whatever, this solenoid should be turning on and off based on whether it needs air at the vacuum nozzles or not. And it wasn't. It was always pulling air through. So that just can't be right. Because it doesn't do that anymore without this there. So, you know, and even my old pick and place machines that had Venturi things in there were only engaging when it needed. Like if there was no vacuum being pulled, then there was no air being pulled. No, it's not a matter of refusing to admit it. They don't know. Like at the end of the day, we never pulled it apart to find out why. It was a huge job to get this out and disconnect it all. They had to, like all my feeders are all over the floor. They had to pull the whole bottom of the machine apart to get this new thing in. So whether there was a problem or not, I'd already ordered the vacuum pump. So that's been replaced out now and now it works. The bamboo is, I've had issues with I've lost 2 of the spots on my AMS, the multicolor thing. The motors that drive them don't work anymore. So that's a little annoying. And I've had a couple of, it's a filament issue, not the machine. I've had some filament break in the PTFE tube at a really bad part near the nozzle. So I had to get a lot of the machine apart and get into the nozzle section to get it out. So but I've done a lot of prints with it, right? You know, and it's still printing great. But it's frustrating that the AMS, I'm down to only being able to put 2 filaments in. But I can buy a new one if I need to. I'm sure I can buy replacement motors and pull it apart and switch it out. But yeah, other than that, yeah, it's been working great. What? Your bamboo wasn't fired up when the cloud started prints on everyone else's... What? I have no idea what you're talking about. What happened? Was there a... I know with their latest software, sometimes I'll send a print to my printer. It'll send it and it just won't start. And then if I resend it, it starts. So I don't know what's going on with their cloud stuff. I used to have the cloud stuff off and just use the local network to send. But then if I do that, I can't monitor it from home. So I've got the cloud stuff now. There was a whoopsie. Wow. But what was it printing? Just whatever their last file was? Or was it printing something else? Wow, that sounds pretty bad. But like, Kevin, thank you for that link. Like, I'll have a read through it later. But like, I'm sure that maybe my thoughts of how it works could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure that my thoughts on it not working correctly was pretty right. Well, yeah. Yeah, anyway. It's off now, it's off the machine, and I can't really test it out because I've got no compressed air I can connect to it and nothing, whatever, but yeah. I still might, you know, get the super guys to speak to Juki to find out for sure what it should be doing and shouldn't be doing. But it's resolved now with the other vacuum pump. So did anyone else get their oopsie prints on their printer? I've actually got a print in here right now. I printed some more of those real things I showed before, including some for 12mm. It's wider ones for 12mm reels. So I've got a few of those, so you can see the wider. The bamboo thing. Yeah, I normally leave my bamboo on. I usually forget to turn it off. But yeah, I didn't get any weird prints, so not quite sure. I'll have a read of that later. Johnny, thank you. Thanks for the link. Catch you later, Dave. Have a good sleep. I'm also going to wrap this one up, folks. I'm feeling a bit under the weather, and I've got a lot of soldering to do. And yep, a lot of soldering to do. And I want to get that just done, and then I might actually call it an early day today and go home and get some rest, I think, before whatever is happening head cold wise really takes off and sends me up the loop. What was it, track thing on the shelf? Oh, right, we were speaking about that the other day. I got an update. It's just like a tank. I bought this years ago. Can't remember where I got it from. It's just tank treads with 2 motors. Anyway, so I showed this on my stream last week or the week before, whatever, and I found this in a box. Like, seriously, 5 years ago I bought this. And so it got me inspired, and so one of the things that's coming in my LCSC order today, if it rocks up, is I bought some H-bridge drivers that I can connect to this. It's got 2-channel. I can't remember what model. Hang on. Let's see if I can find what I got. And I'm kicking myself. I should have got a dip version of it as well, so I could breadboard it, and I didn't, of course, because I'm an idiot. But what I got was order history. Are you out for delivery, please? Oh my god, no. It's still not. It's not coming today now either. That is so annoying. Anyway. Where are you? BMI. This guy. So I got myself some of these. Yeah, that's way cold. Digital things. Like, I'm really struggling with the temperature and my nose and whatever. Anyway, I got the SOP 21s. I should have bought a dip one, but it's they're a dual motor driver, so I can run both motors forwards and backwards. So I'll put a little board together for that. I have to decide, like, what I should do is connect it up to a Raspberry Pi, so I can also then put a camera on it and something, and do more than just having it drive around via Wi-Fi or whatever. So I wouldn't mind getting that moving and getting it semi-autonomous. Like, obviously it can't go up and down stairs, but having it downstairs and having it, what I'd love to do is buy myself a LiDAR that could go on top and have it go around downstairs and map it all out. But like, what for? It's a stupid space to map out. But yeah, I thought that'd be fun. It could be a cool project. So that was always my plan, actually. Well, my original plan was to get it drivable just through like an iPhone app or something back before, long time ago. But I just never got around to it. So anyway, got room for batteries on the bottom in there, and yeah, a camera on tracks I think will be cool. Got to got it useful enough to annoy people in the office and pinch their toes. What are you talking about? Oh, I made something similar with a gripper arm and a camera on it. Yeah, I don't know about a gripper arm, but I definitely want to stick a camera on it. I'm definitely into the autonomous stuff. I actually started a new channel on my Discord. Hang on, that's actually a really good segue. Until I had a bit of a heart attack on the costs involved. Where is it? So, self-driving RC cars. There is a channel on my Discord now. And it all started because I was watching some stuff to do with the... So I found this guy's channel. I'll post the link. It's actually a really cool video. I really liked his video style. Really good humor. I really enjoyed it. Self-depreciating humor, whatever. I'm going to click on it and but quickly pause it. Okay, the volume's down. Good. Let's see if we can get past the ad. So he entered a competition. This thing, he's been working on this self-driving car that runs off LiDAR. And it's for, the competition is the F1 10th. Which is really cool. And he goes through the whole history. This is like hey Liam, this is like the second or third video in the series. And he goes through the whole stuff about, how he's training at whatever else and his experience and everything. It's really great. Anyway, and it got me inspired because the whole thing with these competitions are the car has to learn the track. They go through different rounds where it's got to map it out and learn it, and then self-drive it the fastest laps possible and stuff. And like it just looks awesome. Like I would love to play with this type of stuff. My God, the cars is just so expensive. Like it works. I think I costed all the stuff out, at least for this type of thing, right? I mean, these are not donkey cars. These are proper, they're not camera based, they're LiDAR based. The cars can overtake, they do all sorts of stuff. Like it's really cool stuff. Anyway, it worked out to about $3,500 US for a car. The parts for a car, let alone putting it all together. Like he shows how he goes and how it learns and teaches and stuff, and like working about overtaking, and that's what the cars look like. Oops. Oh, he destroyed the thing. He chewed through all his gears. Hang on, come on. Okay, there's a car. Show the car. So the car's really cool, and it's got LiDAR on it. So everything happens via LiDAR. It's not camera based. They're using NVIDIA Jetson NXs, I think. Anyway, it's really cool stuff. What about Micro Mouse? You're talking about the cars. There's all different levels of cars, like different size cars and different size competitions and everything else. I really like this stuff because the cars can get really fast, but they're fully autonomous, and it's not camera based. It's not recognition based learning. It's mapping based learning, and I like that more than the whole camera based stuff, like the donkey cars. Yeah, I saw the micro. I watched the videos on that, and it was absolutely insane how they showed the evolution of how fast they got. I watched a bunch of videos about that recently as well, the Micro Mouse stuff. How they were getting extra speed by learning how to, instead of turning around stuff, how to plot a course diagonally through a whole bunch of angles so they can go straight. It was insane, like really exciting stuff. But the difference is the Micro Mouse stuff doesn't learn itself. Like they have a fixed layout that they program into their software and then teaches it and stuff, where these cars are designed that you can go to a brand new track and have no information on it, and the car goes around and maps itself. Posted a video talking about to Discord. We're in Discord. Okay, live streams. Right, this stuff here, yeah. The fastest motor. This video was insane. It was really, really good. Just the evolution. Like they thought that they got the competition to the fastest it could ever go, and then there was this other milestone where someone else worked something out, and it set a whole new speed records, and just incredible. So now I want to go and find the clip with the guy where it actually races. Hang on. Oh, it was really exciting stuff, but it's a very different type of technology. Look how small the cars are, right? So they're fixed sizes. Look how fast they go. See how it did an angle? It cut an angle all the way through. So they're showing here how the evolution. Oops. So the cars used to do that, then they learned how to do that, and then they learned how to do that. So less turns, so less slowdowns, right? And so what it does, the cars, they remember the turns, so there's no mapping involved. They're doing it based on a pre-programmed set of rules that they learn for that particular track. I'm more interested in the right. I'm more interested in the ability to map them out. Like, look at that car. I don't know if you can see it. That is just insane how quick that moves. Look at it. It was just crazy. Really, really cool stuff. Anyway, but too expensive. I just yeah, they added fans to suck it down so the car would stay low, and all these different things they tried. It does have to map it out to find shorter path, but it doesn't do it real time, is what I'm saying. The whole driving of it is pre-programmed, right? They might drive it around themselves a lot again to get the fastest and best, but ultimately when they put the car down, the car has it's a pre-programmed go straight for a certain thing, then turn, go straight. There's no cameras on there, there's no LiDAR on there, there's no, you know what I mean? It's not doing it as it's going. It's not mapping it as it's going. It's doing what it was told to do based on the best thing. Where these cars, no, you're wrong. Am I wrong? Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I know there's sensors on there, but I still don't think it's doing it. Maybe it's doing corrections. Okay. I don't recall that bit. Maybe it is. Sorry, maybe it is, Michael. I don't know. I watched this a while ago. I know it's got sensors, so it can stay away from edges. I didn't know that it was learning. I guess to run a few times to map it out, then it has to calculate its fastest run. But they don't get to change. No, but it gets to. So is it all stored on the actual device, on the car? Or is it stored on the computer? Okay, so okay, I might have missed that. I apologize. I stand corrected. Okay. So maybe a micro mouse is the way to go. Either way, it's all expensive stuff. I have enough expensive hobbies at the moment. I don't need to... Oh, the speed run is insane. Like, it's just really crazy. Like, you won by 131 milliseconds. So they show in the video how they work out best routes, and sometimes a longer route is faster because it's got less turns and stuff like that. Anyway, they go through all the types of pathfinding and stuff they do. Anyway, I really liked this. I loved this video. You should watch it if you haven't seen this already. Okay, thanks, Michael. Thanks for clarifying. I apologise for giving you on the wrong info. I don't know why I thought it was pre-programmed. Anyway, so the interesting challenge on this was when a car, see that? When a car hits the edge of the track changes. And so the mapping data they had is no longer valid. So every time someone goes through, they try to put the track back in the same spot, but every time a car goes through and hits an edge, the track shape changes and everyone's LiDAR data is gone again, right? Like it's destroyed. So around that particular bend. And so the challenge, that was like a challenge they were all having, was they couldn't learn the track properly. Like he was going through. He was talking about how they make it all. Anyway, he's destroyed so many cars. He's got such cool video of see that? So the track just bang. See, the track's a different shape now. And you've got all these people that are on at the same time, and suddenly everyone's data's gone. Catch you later, Dave. Have a good sleep. Would be a very time-consuming and very expensive hobby. Okay, add time. So, yeah, one day when I've got the time. Because I know what will happen is I'll buy all the parts, I'll buy a bunch of stuff, and then it'll sit on the floor or on a shelf for months and months and months, and I'll feel guilty, and then I won't do anything with it, and then I'll kick myself for spending the money and wasting the money on it, and then eventually I'll find the time to work on it, and I'll dedicate too much time on it, and then I'll let other things slide when you know what I mean? I can't get a good balance on anything anymore. So instead I'll just watch the videos and I'll pretend that I'm involved and I won't actually do it, because then I won't have to feel guilty. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. I'm going now. I got sidetracked. I hope you all have a fantastic week. Thanks for joining. And hopefully I'll find some use out of my little light thing for next week. Mocha Mouse is very cool, but the shape of the maze provides a known type of environment, so a lot of stuff can be done algorithmically. What are different stochastic changeable environments? Yeah, for sure. Sounds like half of your projects did you cool things, or it sounds like 90% of my projects. What, Oz versus England? Oh yeah. Oh hey Yuz. Oh, no stream next week, everyone. Sorry, no stream next week. Well, probably not. My car's in for service. I'm not going to be able to get here. I have to walk to work, maybe, or Yuz will drive me to work, but it'll be late. So, probably no stream next week. Go Matildas. Tonight against England. I don't think we're going to win, but you love getting up when it's 2 degrees. You can still get up, Michael, when it's 2 degrees, no problem. Be my guest, but I doubt I'll be streaming. Below zero. God, that'd be terrible. Terrible, terrible. Can you get up and drive me to work at 5 o'clock in the morning, Yuz? We'll see. If I can convince her to do it, I'll stream next week. Okay. Bye, everyone. Thanks. Have a fantastic week, and I'll catch you all later.